Most people over 65 believe that waking up at 3 a.m. is just part of getting older. They tell themselves it's harmless. They blame a nap, a glass of water, or the weather. But here's the unsettling question no one asks. What if your body is waking you up at the same hour every night for a reason that has nothing to do with age and everything to do with your health trajectory? Here's the mystery. Across the United States, millions of older adults wake up between 2:30 and 3:30 a.m., wide awake, heart slightly racing, mind alert, sleep gone. It's so common that people stop mentioning it to doctors. But when researchers started lining up the data, a pattern appeared that most seniors never hear about. The clues show up early: light sleep, early morning anxiety, needing the bathroom more often, feeling tired during the day but wired at night. Each clue seems small on its own. Together, they point to something deeper. To understand why this keeps happening after 65, we have to go back decades. In early adulthood, sleep is resilient. The brain produces deep, slow-wave sleep easily. Stress comes and goes, and the body recovers. Research from Harvard sleep labs shows that younger adults can absorb disrupted sleep with minimal long-term impact. But cause and effect begin quietly. In your 20s and 30s, work schedules, late nights, and stress start shaping your circadian rhythm. Cortisol, the stress hormone, begins to spike earlier in the morning. Melatonin, the sleep hormone, gets pushed later at night. You don't feel it yet. The system compensates. Then come the changes that start quietly in the 40s. By midlife, deep sleep begins to decline. Studies from the National Sleep Foundation show that adults lose up to 25% of deep sleep by their late 40s. This matters because deep sleep is when the brain repairs itself and regulates stress hormones. At the same time, blood sugar regulation becomes less stable. Even in people without diabetes, nighttime glucose dips become more common. The body responds by releasing cortisol and adrenaline. You don't wake up yet, but the pattern is forming. This is also when worrying increases: career pressure, caregiving, finances. The brain learns to stay alert at night, not consciously, biologically. Now comes the shift after 70 that most people ignore. After 70, the circadian clock advances. That means your body wants to sleep earlier and wake earlier. But here's the twist most seniors never hear. Cortisol release also shifts earlier. According to American aging studies, cortisol now peaks closer to 3 a.m. instead of near waking time. That creates a collision. Cortisol rises, melatonin drops, blood sugar fluctuates, the bladder signals fullness. The brain senses alertness, and suddenly, you're awake at 3 a.m., not because you slept enough, but because your body flipped into daytime mode too early. This is where many people miss the real meaning. They think it's insomnia, they think it's aging, they think it's bad luck, but research shows a strong link between consistent 3 a.m. awakenings and increased stress load on the nervous system. It's not just sleep, it's regulation. The breaking point is when the problem becomes visible. That moment often comes as daytime fatigue that doesn't improve with naps. Memory slips, mood changes, increased blood pressure readings. According to CDC data, older adults with fragmented sleep have higher rates of hypertension, depression, and insulin resistance. Here's another overlooked signal. Many seniors who wake at 3 a.m. report their mind starts replaying old worries. This is not coincidence. Brain imaging studies show that emotional memory circuits are more active during early morning awakenings in older adults. Your brain is not resting, it's scanning. The fallout extends further than most people realize. Health is the first casualty. Chronic sleep fragmentation increases inflammation. American Heart Association studies link poor sleep continuity to higher stroke and heart disease risk in seniors. Money is next. Doctor visits increase, medications get added. Sleep aids, supplements, devices, none address the root cause. Lifestyle follows. Fear of sleep develops. Bed becomes a place of tension. Social energy drops, joy shrinks. So what do seniors try? They try failed fixes based on old advice. They stay in bed longer. This weakens sleep drive and makes the next night worse. They drink warm milk or herbal teas at night, which increase nighttime urination. They rely on sleep medications. Data shows that many sleep drugs increase fall risk and dawn tea restore deep sleep in older adults. They stop napping completely, even when exhausted, which raises cortisol further. All of these treat the symptom. None fix the timing problem. Now link this to today. More Americans are aging alone. Stress loads are higher. Screens are used later. Evening light exposure delays melatonin even more. At the same time, early cortisol release hasn't changed. The gap widens. That's why 3 a.m. awakenings are becoming more common, not less. So what does it really mean? For most older adults, waking at 3 a.m. is a sign that the stress-sleep system is out of sync. Not broken, misaligned. And the good news is that alignment can be improved. Here are 3 direct actions people over 60 can apply today. First action, shift light earlier. Get bright outdoor light within 1 hour of waking. This pushes cortisol to a healthier time and strengthens nighttime melatonin. Studies show this alone can reduce early awakenings. Second action, eat a balanced evening meal with protein and complex carbohydrates. This stabilizes nighttime blood sugar and reduces adrenaline release at 3 a.m. Third action, create a pre-sleep wind down that starts earlier. Not at bedtime. 1 hour before, lower lights. Reduce stimulation. Teach your nervous system that night comes gradually. Here's the clear warning, backed by evidence. Ignoring chronic sleep fragmentation after 65 increases the risk of cognitive decline and cardiovascular disease, even if total sleep time seems adequate. And here's the open thought to sit with until the next video. What if waking up at 3 a.m. isn't your body failing, but your body asking for a different rhythm than the one you reforcing it to live in? If this helped you see your sleep differently, tap like so others can find it. Share it with someone who keeps waking up in the dark. Leave a comment if this happens to you. Subscribe for the next chapter, where we uncover the nighttime habits that silently age the brain after 60.